Lower back pain is extremely common, so I'd like to give you a few tools to help figure out how you can figure out what's going on and how to use the health of the rest of the body to support that lower back. Now, we always need to do some assessments first to figure out what is causing pain and what's not painful that much, and we can use that information to help us. So, lots of the times it's going to be that forwards and backwards movement. Sometimes it can be the twisting motion. Other times it can be the bending down to the side. So do a little assessment on yourself. Move nice, slow and gentle. Figure out which of those three planes of motion causes you the most pain, which feel restricted and which feel easy. We're going to use those after doing each exercise and go back and reassess to see if these movements are beneficial. If they help, keep doing them. If they seem to aggravate, please stop doing them and stick with the ones that are helping. So to get started, you're going to need to get yourself a roller. You can use a pillow for this, but a roller I find is a little bit easier for visualization. So we're going to start on our back, with knees and hips bent to 90 degrees, feet up on the wall, and the roller between your legs. Giving that roller a light squeeze, about a 2 or 3 out of 10, just to activate the inside of those thighs. From here, we're just going to do some nice deep breaths, rolling the hips forwards on the inhale. And you can feel your lower back come off the ground and breathing out as you come backwards. So we're going to go through 10 of these, breathing in and out. In and out. Now, if you find this is a little bit painful, either minimize the amount of motion that you're doing, or you can try to press your heels into the wall as well. Once again, if this still causes pain, please stop doing that. Good. 8, 9, and 10. So now we've got some gentle forwards and backwards motion. We're going to add in some side to side motion. So once again, a light squeeze into the roller, light pressure with the heels against the wall, and you're going to try to slide your hip up to your rib, and then the other side. Now this is a really small movement. And if you want to palpate, if you pop your finger on your belly button, that's around the level of the third lumbar vertebrae. And so we don't want to be going too much past that. We can go, a few inches above, get all the way up to that L1. But all you're trying to do is shift your hips down and the other side while supporting with some muscular contraction from the inner thighs and a little bit with the heels pressing in to the ground. And same thing, if this does cause any pain, please stop. After you've performed 10 of those, we're going to move on to the rotation. Now this is where the roller comes in handy, because we can help visualize what's happening with the lower back using this as a representation, as it's in the same plane. So I'm going to try to create some piston actions with my thighs, keeping the feet where they are. So I'm going to pull my left hip down into the ground, and I'm going to try to lift my right hip off the ground. Now, as you can see with that roller, as I lift up, we get a small amount of rotation to that left side, and I can slide my hand underneath my right hip. Next, we're going to go to the other side. So same thing, lifting up, creating that space. And we're just going to go 10 on each side. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Now, after doing that, we're going to try another position, trying to perform the exact same movement. So we're going to roll those hips back, just like we did in the first movement. But then I want you to continue that roll to try to lift your hips off the ground. So there should be about a couple of centimeters, an inch gap between the back of your hip bones and the floor. And this is the start position. So maintaining the pressure with the heels, maintaining the pressure with the knees. And now we're going to pull one side down to touch and then coming back up. The other side down to touch and back up. And we're going to go through 10 on each side. That's 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. After you've completed that, you can pop the roller down. And now we're just going to move to some nice, gentle, somatic motions. So, as we've just worked the inside of the thighs by maintaining that pressure, we're going to keep the knees together, feet together, hands out to about 45 degrees, and we're going to time up the motion of the hands and the feet. So palms are going to start down, knees and heels touching, slowly pulling the knees apart as you start to peel the thumb off the ground, rotating your palms to the ceiling, letting the knees slowly drop all the way down. Now even sending the pinkies towards the ceiling. Deep breath in and out. Let the back drop down. Slowly roll the hands and feet back. We're trying to make this movement as slow and as smooth as possible. And again, so knees and hands start at the same time. Slowly smoothing, dropping away. All the way down as far as they feel comfortable. Then deep breath in, out, as you slowly bring them back up to the start point. And again, breathing in as you let the knees and hands roll out. You might find that you go a little further each time. Deep breath in at the bottom and out, and bring them all the way back up. Last one, knees and hands at the same time. If you find you're a little bit jerky with this, try to slow the movement down even more. And once again, don't push past any pain. Deep breath in at the bottom and all the way out. Next movement is going to create a little bit of rotation. So arms are going to be out at 90 degrees. Knees and feet together. We're going to drop the knees to the left. My head's going to rotate the opposite way. My left hand, closest to the camera there, is going to rotate so my palm's facing the ceiling, and my right hand is going to rotate so my the back of my hand is towards the my feet. So dropping all the way off to the side, coming back to center, and now opposite. So now my left hand's going to roll palm down, right hand goes palm up, head to the left, knees to the right, and then back to center. So just rolling through 3 of these on each side. Once again, a nice, smooth, slow, controlled motion. That should help with any pain that you're experiencing with the movement. And last movement for that lower back is going to be the classic yoga move of child's pose. So starting hands and knees, we're going to let the bum slowly sink back onto the heels as far as you feel comfortable. Let that head drop down and take 2 deep breaths here. Out. In. Out. Now we're going to add some rotation to this movement. So you're going to take your left hand and slide it underneath the right hand. And then same thing, 2 breaths. Bring that hand back and taking the other hand, sliding it through. Deep breath in, out, in, and out. Slowly coming back up to all fours and then standing up. So make sure after each of those exercises, retest what you found to be painful and see which ones are going to be beneficial and keep those, and then enjoy the rest of the lower back protocol.